everyone, my name is Maitri and I'm back with another video. So, as you all know from the title, today you are gonna see my nursing journey in Canada. If you don't know, I have done my Bachelor of Nursing from India and here I am in Canada working as a registered nurse in hospital. Today, I'm gonna share you my journey from India to Canada and how I got my license and how I got this job. So, if you're interested, keep watching. First of all, let's start from the starting. So, I did my nursing from India. I finished on December 2020 and I started my study in Canada online in January 2021 because it was peak time in COVID. There were changes in rule letting international students to start their study at least for a semester without getting their visa. So that's how I started my study in January because I applied ahead of the time. I did my IELTS and everything. I didn't get my visa, but still I was allowed to study, and if I don't get visa in 4 months, then I had to defer my course. So anyways, I started my study in January 2021 from Seneca College, and I was back in India at that time. So I got my visa in March 2021 and I came here in April 2021. I already finished my one semester online from India. So when I came here, I had no idea from where to start. I was so clueless. I'm so lucky that I have one senior, Shradidi, who helped me a lot. I have an uncle and a didi. They were blessing at that time. They helped me in each and every step. And I got all the information about PSW. So first I did all of my medical tests, then I did police clearance, and the next was CPR and first aid certificate. So after gathering all the documents, I started finding job as personal support worker. So without a personal support worker certificate, we were not allowed to work in long-term care or hospital, but agencies were allowing international students to work as PSW without a certificate. So that's how I got a job as PSW, and my salary was $23 an hour at that time. It was really good because the minimum wage at that time was 14.25 if I'm not wrong. So my salary was pretty good compared to that, and it helped me a lot in my fees. So that's how I got my first job as PSW in Canada. Now I had no idea how to start NNS and from where to start actually. I thought I need to finish my study here first and after that I can start NNS. I thought the process is very tough and we cannot do it by ourselves, and I for sure need to give someone money and do it for me. The price was very high, so I thought let me just start. I'll just start and then we'll figure it out. So I started my NNS process in November 2021. Now at that time I wasn't sure if I need to do RPN or RN or what to do. So I just applied for both. RPN, that is registered practical nurse, and RN, that is registered nurse. So I'm not sure about other countries, but in India we have ANM, GNM, Bachelor of Nursing. So RPN is kind of GNM, General Nursing and Midwifery. So it is a diploma program, and RN, that is registered nurse, is Bachelor of Nursing in India. When I did my NNS, I just applied for both just because I thought that what if I don't get my eligibility, because I had no experience back home as a registered nurse. And what I heard from people was that if you want to work as RN, then you need to have some years of experience back home. Then only NNS give eligibility to nurses to write NCLEX. So I was very confused and I just applied for both, and I sent my documents from here, notarized and identification document. Then I sent my document from college, and I also did foreign verification from Gujarat Nursing Council, and they sent my document to NNS. Now it took around 2 to 3 months to reach all the documents to them, and after that I got an email that there was a query in my identification document, so I had to redo it. So again I did notarize my document and send it to NNS, and I got my eligibility in July 2021 for RPN, and I didn't get my eligibility for RN, and I knew that I didn't get my eligibility, but still I applied as I told you. So for RPN I was good. So what I did was I just started preparing for RPN, and I thought I'll figure it out for RN later. Now for RPN, I didn't know where to start to study. So for RPN, it's REXPN exam, and people were saying that it's very tough and we need to do coaching because we cannot pass it by ourselves. First of all, the country is different. Second is the system's different, and third is the syllabus different. So people were saying that it's good that if you just do coaching and then give exam. But when I tried to find out about coaching, it was $2,000 to $5,000. Yes, for exam. And I was like, no ways, I'm not gonna spend that much money just for one exam. No ways. So what I did was, so my good to math, if I fail, still I have multiple chance to give exam, right? So instead of spending $2,000 to $5,000 in coaching, I can just do re-exam and I can pass by myself. So that's how I started studying. I was working full time, so I didn't get much time to study. Initially, I wasn't serious about study, so I didn't study 3 months actually. Initially, I was like, okay, I will just write an exam. I have time. I have a lot of responsibilities right now. I will do it later on, etc., etc. But then from September, I started studying focused. So I was working full time at that time as well as a PSW. But still I started studying whenever I get time, and for 1 month in November, I stopped working and I focused on studying for a month total. So I gave my exam for RPN in December 2022 and I passed my exam on a single try by myself without coaching. Yes, I was so happy at that time, and I was just out of the world at that time. So I started looking for a job for RPN, and I got my job full-time in a hospital, and that's how I became a nurse in Canada. But wait, we are not stopping here. We still need to be RN. So for RN, if I don't have eligibility to write NCLEX, then I need to study here in Canada as a nurse. I need to do some bridging program, and after that I need to pass my NCLEX RN exam, and I need to do OSCE, and after that I'm able to be a registered nurse. Yes, that's a long process. But the other option was that I can do a USA nursing application process, and I can write an NCLEX RN exam, and I can transfer my license to CNO. And if we transfer our NCLEX RN result to CNO, then they don't need any study or any OSCE or anything. They just give license to nurses automatically. So that was very helpful. But USA was taking 6 to 7 months to give eligibility to nurses. And at that time, it was new that Australia were also allowing nurses to write NCLEX RN exam easily. And the process was very faster than USA. So that's why I applied to AHPRA, that is Australian Health Practitioner Regulatory Agency. So I applied on 30th of January and I got my eligibility for NCLEX RN exam on 10th of February. Yes, within 10 days they give me eligibility. I mean, like that. So I wasn't ready actually. I thought they will take at least 2 to 3 months. So at that time I was working as a full-time registered practical nurse in a hospital, and it was new job because I just started my RPN job in January and I cannot take leave for the RN exam, right? So I thought I have given my RPN recently. Everything is fresh in my head, so I will just study with full-time job. And that's what I did. I stick to my plan. I made a new plan for RN, and again, I didn't take any coaching or tuition classes for RN exam. Yes, it's much more complicated than RPN, but I still thought that instead of giving a lot of money in coaching, I can just give multiple exams. That's why I thought I'll just give 100% from my side, and then the rest God will take care of. That's what I did. I studied for RN with my full-time job, and on my off days, I was studying 12 to 14 hours continuously. Even when I was working, I had a plan. I was watching videos, I was solving the questions, which I did on my off days and etc. And I gave my exam in April. Within 2 months, I gave my RN exam and I passed in single try. I was so again happy. out of the world. And I just continued my working as RPN. I sent an email to AFRA that can you please transfer my license to CNO, and they did. I had to pay to transfer my license. Then it took around 1.5 months for them to transfer my license to CNO, and meanwhile I talked to my manager that can you please just hire me as RN if there's any vacancy. We had a vacancy in the same unit I was working, and I got my RN job immediately. So I just switched from RPN to RN when I got my license from CNO. And since then, June 2023 till now, I am working as RN in a hospital. So that was my story as an international nurse in Canada. I hope this video is helpful to you. If it is, please give a like. If you want me to make a video on any specific topic, please let me know. And comment down below if you have any doubt in nursing in Canada, or how the process and how the system works, or etc. etc. I will try best of my knowledge to answer your question. And subscribe to my channel for more videos about nursing in Canada, general life in Canada, and student life in Canada. And share this video to someone you know it is helpful. See you soon in my next video. Until my next video, keep loving and keep smiling. Bye.